All right, there we go, guys. And as I want to say good morning, my wife calls me. Hold 1 second. The other thing we need to connect to the power is a garage door. Let me just go open it for her. Can you believe it? That's timing for you. Gents, I'll be back in a minute. I just need to think of a plan now to do that.
Okay.
There's no ways. I don't have an extra lead. Uh, all right, I'll be back in a minute. I need to go help her quickly. I'll be back.
All right. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nico is working about the power issue. He is going to back soon.
There's young Reggie. Hello, Reggie. Did you get it all
Mr. Reggie,
downloaded?
I missed you, Mr. Reggie.
Yeah, I was here at 8 o'clock. You was here on your own. I went back to bed. No one was here. So, tired. I just got up. It's late.
Did you get everything downloaded, Reg?
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, it's all done.
Good. Good.
So it seems all right. Just I've it's in X organizer. Just need you to check it later for me.
Okay.
Make sure it's all right. I'm not fiddled about with anything.
Right, I'm back. I'm back.
Morning, Nico.
Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back.
Hello,
The
Reggie.
only
Now I need to get all your voices at the appropriate level again because Mac's not here, so
Okay.
make sure I can hear all of you.
testing. 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
See, what I do usually is I bring you guys down to about 80%, and then I boost Mac to 200%, and then I lift the volume on the headset as well, so it goes wonky when he's not here. Anyway, all right, okay. Reloaded the Zibo while I was away, so all of that is done. All of this
Hello,
is
Cap.
done.
My name is Linda. I
Um,
am your first officer today.
all right, and I'm blessed to have off-grid electricity, so no more ESCOM worries. The guys who know what that means will know what that means, and they'll appreciate that. So, okay. Bergamo to Ljubljana. That is the flight that was scheduled for this morning, which I am obviously now going to enjoy myself as well. Did you guys fly it?
No,
Did you not fly it?
I haven't flown it. I didn't even know it was
You know,
in your
Nico,
roster.
when the boss is not there, everybody is on holiday.
Ah, yes, like in real world.
Exactly.
All right, okay. So, gentlemen, you are invited and welcome to join me as an added bonus for the viewers who are not aware, the ones who are not aware. We now have our actual livery in the IVEO network. We and everybody else who updated their CSLs this morning. As of this morning, it is available. So please, guys, when you do make your connection, let me actually put that up there as a mini tutorial. When you do connect to IVEO and you put your call sign in, obviously all the rest of the detail coming to your MTL variant, please make sure you put Skymatix in there so everybody can see that you fly our colors. All right, and then obviously as you connect and hook up to the rest of society, you will see the other guys there. Now, this
So, Nico,
is...
I just wanted to ask you, what is the flight that you're going to do now?
It is Bergamo to Ljubljana, and I've just noticed that there's an image problem here. I don't have any buildings or anything. Yeah, I need to run, just close this off again. I need to go quickly run my X-organizer and just fix up all the scenery stuff. Kevin, I will give you the detail in a second. If you go onto the VA, it is flight number 857. So you can search flight 857 and that will be the detail.
Thanks, Nico.
You're welcome. Guys, I'm not being funny or picky, but I think there are major issues with this latest X organizer. The false positive reporting that it's doing is doing my head in. It complains about so many of the sceneries, and I just don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Because when you start to explain, there's no complaints. So I honestly just don't get why it's complaining. It tells you that a lot of the libraries are out of date, but some of these libraries, I mean, were last updated in 2015 and 2016. So there is no new update available, you know. And I mean, there's no complaint and explain. So it makes no sense.
Kevin,
Yes, John?
what's your Skymatix call sign?
004.
Thank you. And what's Arkan's call sign?
027.
Say again.
027.
027. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sasso, are you flying with? Just curious.
No, unfortunately, I can't. I wish I could, but
Mm.
I'm busy in about 30 minutes, so
Okay.
no chance.
I posted, Nico.
Thank you.
For the departure, you can expect the Ori 5 Papa, OSKOR 8 Tango. That's the standard
Okay, cool.
exit with an initial altitude of 6,000 feet.
Thank you, sir.
That's what we get in the reality.
Thank you. That is the one that looks most sensical anyway. I've quickly had a
Yeah,
scan through them. The others are
and
weird, man.
in real life, what we get is after departure, while we are turning inbound to Ori and DB, we just get the direct. I think is Nesti the waypoint, or Vicenza in your case.
Okay. I'll take finals.
Good morning to anybody I haven't spoken to this morning.
Morning, John.
Hello, Mark. Good morning.
Right, got a couple of bits to do. I'll have to catch up with you a bit later.
Okay. See you later.
See you. See you later, Reggie.
Yeah, I started loading, but I'll have to come back. Okay, thank you.
I've got to push the talk again.
Thank you. Right, so now we have our buildings back. Awesome. But we'll have to reload this aircraft. So developer, reload current aircraft and art. Alright, so let's continue with STKP then. Thank you, Paul and Kevin, for joining me. I appreciate that very much.
It is a pleasure.
Hello Cap. My name is Linda. I am your first officer today.
That looks amazing. Obviously, I'm putting an extra 0 in there. 503. Oops. Sorry. Wakey, wakey. I'm gonna giggle a few more times, I'm telling you.
I'm
Looks
on
good, eh? Looks really good, all those Skymatix liveries.
Yeah, and the Skymatix ground equipment. And there's Uncle John. Still making his millions with the turkeys, man.
The
Yeah.
business is going extremely well.
I'm so glad to hear that, sir.
Thank you for that, Dan. That looks brilliant. Thanks for the congrats.
Hey, thank you, Dan. Thanks for visiting. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, and thank you for putting ticks into Sim Toolkit Pro, because I mean that was a game changer in itself. Now that we can actually log our flights as ticks and you know, see the appropriate call signs and everything, it's really great now.
Can I just ask Pilot Sasso something?
Yeah.
I'm here.
As this is a westerly, oh, sorry, it's not a westerly, it is a easterly direction. Should it be an even or an odd flight level?
We're going to Ljubljana.
Exactly. So going to that direction, starting basically Italy, because you have to take the initial track. You are going basically kind of south because remember that Italy is different from all the others European airspace. So in terms of choosing the flight level, Italy is divided into north and south basically.
Yeah,
So
like
going
Portugal.
to the north, you use the even flight level. Going to the south, you use an odd flight level. So looking at the flight plan, I would say that the initial turn is going to the south. So the initial track is going to be for an odd flight level.
Okay,
But
okay, yeah.
then again, can change while entering the other airspace.
Yeah, I just wondered because we had this issue going through Swiss airspace the other day where they worked on a different system again.
Yeah, of course.
Basta. Good morning, Olaf. Nice to see you back here, sir. And to answer your question that you left in writing, in South Africa, we only get electricity every now and then when the government gives it to us. And if they can't give it to us or don't want to give it to us, they switch us off. So it's called load shedding, and that is run on a schedule, like a roster as well. And this morning was our turn not to have electricity. But the good news is I am now off grid, so I couldn't care less. The rest of the house is still dead, but I made an arrangement now that my computers and my server and my internet is no longer on the Eskom grid at all. So they can pretty much switch it off when they feel like it without disturbing me now again. So yeah, I had to make a plan.
Nico, if you want to have a look quickly at my Discord, I'm doing something you may like.
I'm watching your stream. I see you there.
Two takes aircraft, two Skymatix, and the Bergamo scenery as well. I'm taking just some screenshot while you are there.
Absolutely amazing. By the way, gents, if you see the pixelation on my screen, it's just because of my texture setting. I purposefully do not use a huge, better texture resolution because I prefer to have, the frame rates that I have, and I do see that it eats my frame rate if I go higher. When we took the initial screenshots this morning, I went full out and it was beautiful. So just bear that in mind. It's not a bad paint job, it's the texture setting. Right, number 4.
I'm just taking some screenshots so I can use.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Happy birthday, Skymatix.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. And we're talking about the VA, guys, not me personally. Just for reference. And I must tell you something, for the people at Iveo that pulled the magic trick to actually get us into this run of the CSL updates. Thank you everybody involved. It's more than one person, but I won't name names. You know who you are, and I just want to say thank you on air to the Iveo guys. Couldn't have done it without you.
Trim up.
Nico, are you going runway 28 on the RE5 Papa?
Yes. Yeah.
Roger that.
Dan, I agree. And if you need any help, please, you've got access to our Discord. Feel free to come join us. We'll talk you through it and all these other things, you know. So please feel free anytime. If you need the assistance, remember we've got a training agreement with Iveo. So just to have a safe space in which to operate with a safe, so to speak, air traffic controller and all, you know, if you would like to make use of it, and that goes for everybody else as well. If you guys need a safe space to come and learn to fly online, get used to ATC, please come join us. Haha, yeah, no, the Zibo's magic.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in. Give us a ring if you need anything.
Hey Sergeant, welcome. Morning. Engine start procedure.
Engine start procedure. Waiting for the command to start sequence.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine.
Yeah, it was fun making some of the suggestions, I must be honest, and it's awesome to know that some of the stuff has been taken up by Dan and it's in SDKP for you guys
25 and 2.
to actually use and enjoy. I haven't done it in a while, eh? If we come up with some more suggestions, we'll add more. Right, so we are going to taxi Tango to Bravo. Yeah, yeah. Very nice.
Starter cutout.
Tango to Bravo. I'm just filling in my automatic Unicom here on the side. Or if I Papa. Start number 1 engine. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Screenshot over Discord.
Thank you. Wow, oh, that looks nice.
25
thank you,
N2.
Sasso. Thank you so much.
Pleasure.
I'm gonna use it if you don't mind.
Oh no, I put the logo exactly for you to use it, and
Thank
for me, you allow.
Cool, yeah, of course, of course. Thank you so much.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
Hey, Papino. Hello, Bjorn. Good morning.
Taxi lights on.
Given I'm taxiing.
Okay, that's fine. I'll be pushing back in just a couple of seconds.
John, we can't hear you.
Push to talk, yeah.
Enjoy the inaugural flight, gentlemen.
Thank you.
We will.
Yeah, we got our liveries today, Papino. Now we're happy because now we like a real proper VA, and that's why Uncle John says it's our birthday today. So now everybody can actually see Skymatix when they fly with us. Yeah.
January 2021, a day to remember.
Oh.
Okay, I'm pushing back.
Okay. Guys, and just a reminder, it is already on my YouTube channel. What is the Zulu time? I think the Zulu time is 15:30 this afternoon. We'll be starting the briefing and discussing the rules and the how-tos and the whatnots for the Iveo World Tour. So you guys are invited. I have to go do a bit of driving, fetch mother-in-law, come back, get ready for the stream and all, but we'll be ready. And then we're going to fly the first leg of the Iveo World Tour, and this is the IFR 2021 tour. There are 50 legs, so we're going to do each Saturday night, and there might be a time where we actually shift it over to a Sunday morning. We'll discuss it on stream and on Discord with the guys, either or, but we're going to do it over 50 weeks. So one flight per week over 50 weeks, and at the end we're all going to get our little badges and feel very accomplished, I'm sure. So you guys are invited to join us. Some of those legs are exceedingly long, so it might not really be great for streaming. I'll try stream them anyway, you know, but you guys can obviously come and go and you're in the luxury of your own home, or however, if you want to watch it with us, and we'll see. Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure. Before takeoff procedure completed.
Lining up.
Stabilized.
Such a shame Paul and Mac are not here.
Approaching 28.
Paul is actually flying this flight, as far as I know. He's just not on Discord.
Roger.
On runway 28.
Oops, forgot about the flaps. At least the runway is long enough. We'll get there before we rotate.
Stabilized. Takeoff thrust set.
That's not a good way to start the flight.
80 knots.
I hope we've got some form of coverage.
Flaps 5 set.
We'll see.
I can see you on your way there, Nico.
Thank you, so you too. There's the tick. Now we can lift our nose.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Monday, good morning, Captain Flaps 15.
Runway turn off, lights off.
Captain Flaps 15, it comes with your membership to our virtual airline. The moment you sign up as a member, you can get it from the download section and obviously then use it. It also now comes with a cabin and a couple of other goodies inside. So you'll get your white bezel on the tablet over here. Let's get into the cabin quickly.
Flaps 1 set.
See, there's a bit of work done on the seats. Where's the seat? There you go. So some logo there. Excellent. Hope you will fly with us one day.
Approaching transition.
You can go left to Ori and DB, Nico.
Sorry, Sasa.
You can go left to Ori and DB.
Yeah, I'm letting this thing fly it out. Let's see what I can do. Oh, we're almost at the turn, Sasa. 2.5
Transition
miles
altitude.
we'll make
Oh,
our
yeah,
turn.
fine. We love this departure from Bergamo because we get an early left turn, so we do a continuous turn at 1,000 feet over the ground,
Okay.
all the way to the west. So we love that, and then we speed up.
I'm sure. I'm sure. When you are an approach controller, you need to come controllers here. Sasa.
I should.
Yeah.
Actually, it took a bit the things of being an ITC apart because now I'm concentrating, as you know, on the streaming side.
Blast
As
upset.
you know, I'm starting the university as well, so I'm a bit busy.
What are you going to study? Electrical or aeronautical engineering?
No, it's gonna be international business with aviation studies.
Sure.
That's basically kind of future manager for the company.
I understand. Yeah, awesome. Awesome.
That's the idea.
Yeah, awesome.
Of any unexpected turbulence. We have an excellent team on board today. We are all happy to offer any assistance you may require throughout the flight. Our inside entertainment has begun.
Love the mountains, love the water. I'm so glad I made some autos for this place. Just look at that.
You should come across the Verona, so the Garda Lake should be, if you're going to Vicenza at the moment, should be just right after. You should get to the left side. If you look at the map on the EFB there, you should get the Garda Lake with Sirmione and Verona, and then coming up to Venezia. That's still Bergamo, so you're still going. There we go, that's the lake.
Yeah, yeah.
That is Iseo Lake that you can see there.
Yeah,
That
I'm
is the
going
small
back.
one. After that, continuing to the east, you will have Verona, Lima India Papa X-ray, and right abeam that you will have Garda Lake.
Awesome.
And that's amazing, especially when you're coming from the northeast. They gave you the arrival, which is basically between the Alps, and then at a point you end up over the lake, and that's amazing, especially in nighttime.
Mm-hmm.
Next plane just crashed.
Ooh.
Vulcan.
Yeah, probably. Vulcan.
Yeah, Vulcan, but it's the first
Vulcan
time
Vulcan is
it's
the
been a
answer.
while.
Yeah, I'm going to come off Vulcan for a bit.
My friend.
Yeah, that's
How
my
do I
summer
look today?
place basically. Iseo Lake.
Okay.
That's where I go.
All right. Yeah, what a view, eh, Bapino? Hello, George Camp. Good morning.
You can see there at the far right,
Mm,
there is a little bit of lake coming in.
yes, I saw.
Yeah, that is the Garda Lake. Here we go. That's the Garda in front of you.
Excellent, Dan. Wonderful news. Great stuff, George. Great stuff. I love it when we get good feedback on all fronts. There's your lake, Sasa. You'll see it in a few seconds.
There it is. And you will see that on the right of that coast, basically inside the lake, you will have a small line of terrain going in, and that is a Sirmione city, which is very small, it's very tiny, going in inside the lake.
Wow.
You will see it.
I see you still going strong, Uncle John.
I am, sir. I'm about 25 minutes off top of descent.
Awesome, awesome. Jono, yes sir, these are all ortho dials that I generated. I took the time overnight to create the orthos for this flight up to and beyond Ljubljana. And I also made the orthos for tonight's first flight in South America, where we start our world tour. So yeah, I'm happy I did that.
So to the right there should be Sirmione, very visual now, clearly visible. There we go. That's the small piece of terrain going into the lake. That is Sirmione, and that is the beginning of Garda Lake over there.
Okay, excellent.
What are you doing, Kev? Are you restarting?
Okay, it's been a pleasure. I have to go now. Sorry. I will see you most likely this evening, this afternoon for the tour. Maybe I will be able to join as well. That would be great.
Yeah, that'll be nice. Thank you, Sasso. Enjoy whatever you do today.
Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye, Sato.
Bye bye.
George, yes, George. Sorry, I'm just having a bite on the side, so sorry for answering that. But yes, George, we've got some pretty nice weather. Looks really cool. You can enjoy the scenery when it's open and clear like this.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
George, are you talking about on the ND over here? Is that what you're referring to as the map?
Do you know any funny story? I am so boring now.
No, George, there's no setting. As long as you press the WXR button and you can see WX-A there, it means it's on. The whole trick with that thing is it's still the default laminar research version. So Zibo hasn't worked on it, or anybody else for that matter. So what happens is it needs an excessive amount of water, a proper storm, before it will reflect. If you just have a little bit of rain, it's gonna show nothing. You won't see anything. Good morning, Bruno.
You still with us, Kevin?
I am, yes.
Have you restarted or you called it a day?
No, I'll do it later on this afternoon. I'm going to have to go and make lunch just now, John.
Okay. After lunch be okay?
Yeah, fine, mate, fine.
Thank you.
How long before you land, John?
2 secs. About 45 minutes, Kev.
All right, that's perfect, mate. I'll just watch the rest of Nico's stream and then I'll go and do lunch.
Good morning, Kent. Sasso has just left us, but thank you for the thought there. He's got some things to do. Right, so we are almost set for what we need to do. Vic. Let's see what's happening at Vic. What I wanted. 1, 7.
Morning, Kent.
69. Go. See, that's what I was looking for. Right, so 0. Basically, convenience, George. That's the first answer, convenience. Secondly, will be weather influenced, and that is how I decide. Convenience is ILS. Any Dom, Dick, and Harry can do an ILS. Also, it's your most precise approach. So if you have bad weather, ILS wins. If you have the ability to use ILS, EGNOS or WAS or GLS or simply RNAV and IAN or without IAN even, that's a personal choice. I think in the real world it's going to depend upon the ATC, it's going to depend on your SOPs and things like that. So for me at this point in time, I'm just enjoying myself, so I just chose ILS. Sir Dazzalot, good morning.
Good morning, everyone.
And good morning to you too, sir. Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, Nico. This is my debut speaking to you. I'm a big follower, as you know.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad. Welcome for taking and thanks for taking the time to join us. Sir, that's a lot. I use a Streamlabs OBS, and I've got 2 profiles, one for Twitch and one for YouTube, and that's basically what I use. Yes. Yeah, Kent, it's amazing what we have learned in this year. I tell you what, my head at one point in time almost exploded with all the new stuff I had to learn because of the Zibo mod. It is mind-blowing if you really start thinking about it. Alright, I'm set up. We are ready for the descent, it seems. William, are you located statesides, eh?
No, I'm UK. I'm Northern Ireland.
Oh, there's the accent. There I heard it. Yeah, there you go. There you go.
I'm currently flying Echo Golf Foxtrot to Shannon.
Okay, great stuff.
And today I'm going to take on A, updating X-Plane, and B, updating the Zibo to the 3.45, which is a big undertaking for me, I'll tell you.
Yeah, just have the guide handy so you can cross-reference if you need to. Eh?
Yep, I sure will.
I need to go fetch mother-in-law, so if you get stuck, one of the guys here will have to help you. Otherwise, I'll be back later and I'll help you if you need help.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
George, I agree. The torrents are a game changer. Somebody made a comment on the torrent video here on my YouTube channel, you know, why it took so long to get there. And I told him there that the reason we didn't use torrents is because of the stigma. You know, people don't understand, or they don't want to understand, or they have had bad experiences, or, you know, everybody thinks of it in the stigma way of, oh, it's just used for illegal stuff. But after doing a bit of investigation and looking at honest, proper businesses using torrents because of what it offers, and then obviously facing this absolute crisis with the Google Drive, and eventually then with the OneDrive, neither Google nor Microsoft like what we did with their drives. You know, we were kind of forced, because Matthias obviously was forced as well with the Zibo update. They're having to get his infrastructure and software and everything set up. You know, and it was a bit of a race against time from both sides, and you know, it just worked out well that we could pull the trigger and actually get the Zibo onto the torrents. You know, and as long as you guys use the hash information that I provide for you, that you don't go and install a hijacked file. I mean, it's brilliant. It really works very well. I'm very happy we did it eventually. And strange enough, after it was validated on the forum, the negativity around it died. I'm not aware of any negativity, you know. So once it was validated on the forum and everybody knew it was legit, it just made the life so much easier, and the torrents just works great, man. Yeah, lots of guys have that. I'm a creature of habit. I don't do well with change, and I'm not even that old yet, you know. But I hear you.
Are you married? My friend. I just want to know.
Sorry, I'm taking a while to answer. I'm just literally having a bite as I'm flying here as well. Kent, coming back to your comment about the vertical profile, when the Zibo was still ex-Lua, Zibo got it to RNP 0.01 or 10. I can't remember the exact specifics, but obviously it complies with the most stringent and actual real-world requirements for the Boeing 737-800. What then happened was he started porting the code, and that's where things went a little bit array. I'm not sure if he's actually even finished porting the code, because we don't talk about it, we talk about other things. But it's supposed to be accurate to the FCOM or whatever other Boeing documentation is available. It must represent the real thing. So again, the only couple in anything that's happening in the Zibo right now is just the translation, getting it from ex-Lua into actual C++, and then things go haywire. You know, I'm not a C++ programmer. I used to make a joke that a comma in the wrong place will kill the code, and then a C++ programmer wrapped me over the fingers and he said to me, that's not how it works, you know. So anyway, shows my ignorance. I didn't know any better. It sounded fair enough to me, but anyway, something somewhere goes wrong, the thing doesn't perform the way it should, and then Zibo just fixes it. So yeah, we are going back on track to this most stringent RNP requirements. Then Bruno, there's only two ways of getting the Zibo now that I foresee for the long run. The one will be torrents and the other one is the Zibo updater. The Google Drives, I still have my mirror of the Google Drive, so you guys can still use my Google Drive. The OneDrive is exclusively for torrents, and then Zibo's obviously got his, you know, old original Google Drive still running. But I mean, the way that Google is hammering that poor guy, you know, just trying to get his code out there it's weird, man. It's harsh, you know. So anyway, going forward, I'm happy with torrents. Zibo sends me the files. Sometimes I have to test them before you know, even he releases them. I had a laugh the other day. I released the last torrent, this version 9. I had my torrent out. It was seeding already. People were downloading it, and Zibo didn't even have it on his Google Drive and so on, you know. So it's cool, you know. Sometimes we win, sometimes we lose in speed, but getting it out there, if you look at the amount of money that is required, and I'm telling you, all of these service providers that try and lie to you and deceive you in coming to use their services, all the fine print are the same. The moment you go over a certain amount of data bandwidth, they nail you, and it is huge dollars we're talking about. So the only effective way is the, what do they call it, the CDN network from Google, which is what Matthias is using for the Zibo updater now. And even there is limitations, so he needs to really know what he's doing when he uses that. And then obviously torrents, you know, no other way of doing it without spending a lot of money. Thank you, Uncle John. Sir Dazzalot, no. Specifically not when I'm streaming, because it kills me. When I try and do a stream and something bombs out, I have never rage quit, but I feel like doing it. You know, you feel like putting a hand or a fist through the screen here. So I'm not into that kind of stuff. If the stream is specifically for Zibo, he's done it to me before. There are streams that I've done where he's asked me to do certain things. Then it's a different story. But I don't want to fly here and enjoy myself, and the next moment I have to handle a crisis. You know, not on stream. Thanks. Okay, Reggie. Bruno, I agree. The RSS literally is also, it's a game changer for the torrents, because you must check this thing. Within a minute of me loading it up and sending that RSS out, you must check the other servers pick up on this torrent. I mean, it's like a felt fire. It just goes. Good morning, Cor. Your cell call radio needs to be tuned to your center. So whatever center you are about to fly into or are inside of, that center controller, that frequency needs to be set to the center controller's frequency. And the more radios, there's 3 of them, the more radios you tune
Approaching
to the
transition.
frequency, the different the lights will appear over here. That's just to be fancy. Thank you, Dan. Yeah, you're lucky. When we did our investigation, we couldn't find anybody who was willing to go to the terabyte mark. Nobody. Not at least for no money. Everybody wants big bucks, and so you're very lucky. Thank you for the offer. Anyway, I'll remember. Plezier, Cor. Yeah, guys, I've echoed this many times. Dan is like Zibo. He's a game changer. He's transformed the gaming side as well as the real world, bringing the two sections together where we can actually now train our sim pilots to do it more real world. He's really bridged a huge gap that was in the market. Very good.
Swiss Army knife, Nico, for pilots.
Yeah, I know. You've said it from the beginning.
Bless you, Dan.
Excellent. Thank you, Dan. The big thing is we just don't want to lose control of the code. We've had a couple of very dubious characters come and pretend to want to help us, and during due diligence we find out that things are not what it seems.
1000 to level
so
up.
That's one of the reasons we just don't want to lose control. We can't just go anywhere. That's the way I like it, Dan. It's always good to have references.
Flaps 1 set. Flaps 5 set.
Yeah, I do it to keep my flap deployment image in my head, you know, because
Localizer capture.
at this point in
1000
time, that
deploy.
last ring, I need to
1000 to go.
get gear down and flaps 15, you know, so it just helps me put it into perspective as to what to do when, you know.
Flaps 15 set.
And that very
Flaps
last
30
circle
set.
there, that's your final approach fix. By that time, or when that diamond goes there, that's usually your indicator for me and the way we train the guys initially. That's when you need to be at full landing configuration, because by the time that diamond goes below that little white circle, you're going to get the nose dip starting to happen, and at that point in time it's going to kick out. It will kick out your indicated airspeed, and then you have to manage your airspeed. So if you are fully configured before the nose dips, you'll see it's going to dip just now.
Glide slope
You see
capture.
there, it kicks out the actual indicated airspeed, and it just makes it easier for the guys, the new guys, to learn to fly it, so they don't have to worry about managing speed manually, that everything is done automatically for them. Right, so let's do that. Linda handles all the rest of the lights and everything for us. We've got all the brakes, everything set into position, and just because I remember, I always forget, let's just do this.
Prepare for landing, please.
Thank you, sir. Prepare for landing.
I'm terribly hungry. Let's order a pizza.
You're gonna have to wait until we get to the ground lady, then you can order anything you want. Thank you, Dan. Got your message.
Are you using a transition, Nico, or straight in?
Final. Yeah, go to final. The transitions take you into a teardrop over the runways, or it takes you out of your course. So you have to turn basically right and go intercept it at a place you don't want to go to. So I just went for finals.
I just looked. That's why I asked. Yeah, thank you.
Feet stabilized, Mr. Perch altitude.
Taxi lights on.
Approaching 30.
Hello, Hakan. I'm about to land. Yes, on YouTube.
100. Plus 100. 100. Minimums 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
Water landing.
134 foot per minute.
60 knots. Yeah. Great landing. You are professional.
Congratulations, sir. You are clear to taxi to gate.
Thank you, Mr. Hakan.
Not Rakan, not Mr. Rakan.
Thank you, Mr. Not Hakan. Oh, sorry, not Mr. Hakan. Let's just tell this guy that we are runway vacated. Why can I not send this? Thank you, Bruno. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
There's Paul, Uncle John. There's Paul.
Good morning, Paul.
Morning, John. Morning, everybody.
Hello.
Good morning.
I see
After
you.
landing procedure completed.
And I see the correct liver too.
Fantastic.
So I'm very chuffed.
Yeah, me too. Ken, do yourself a favor, come fly into Ljubljana. This is beautiful scenery, beautiful everything. The scenery link is in the notes below the video. Just click on show more. You know, come have a look. This is a
Flaps
beautiful
upset.
place. Hello, John. Other John.
Hello, Mr. John. Other John.
We've got Uncle John, John, and other John now. Mark, I saw your message there, so I'm going to answer it anyway. It depends on the actual station, but I reckon 50, 60 miles you should be able to pick it up. At least 8 is very important, so depending on who's transmitting, you should be able to pick it up 50, 60 miles away. I think the bot deleted your message now that I see its message there, because you put a dot somewhere. Don't put dots in messages. This thing is crazy. Sorry about that.
Where is Ljubljana? Which country?
Now you ask me. What is this
Yeah.
country?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure I used to know. Hold on. I'm looking at Slovenia. It's in Slovenia.
Slovenia.
You're not wrong, Kent.
What is the differences between Slovakia and Slovenia?
I think a few miles.
A few miles.
Yeah. Right, and just for the guys, for the record, I'm just mentioning it again. The reason why my textures look funny is because of my texture setting. I don't have my texture setting very high for personal reasons. So anyway, if you put up your texture settings, you'll see it will look same as mine, because that's supposed to be full 2K or 4K or something. I can't remember what they said. It's supposed to be top notch.
Still looks good.
Yeah, it's nice to have our own livery now.
Is it in the MTL now, Nico?
Yes, you need to run your XCSL updater to get it.
Ah, okay.
Shutdown procedure. just want to do a replay, so
Shutdown
I'm going
procedure.
to just log all the flights in all the places, and there we go. That's STKP done. Then the ACORs for the VA.
Skymatix 001, happy landing.
Thanks. I see I made a bit of a nose up and down there, but it's my own control, so haha, happiness.
Beautiful landing, no worry, sir. You are not autopilot, you are a human being.
Yeah. Mark. Mark, I don't have any issue. I don't have issues like that. Doesn't sound familiar that many guys have complained about that. So there you go, gents. I need to go and prepare so I can go fetch my mother-in-law. I'll be back later. We said 15:30 Zulu. We're going to start with the briefing and the rules for flying the Iveo World Tour. We're going to have some pretty important dignitaries from Iveo watching as well. So if you guys are into those kind of things, feel free to come join us. If you want to fly with and you are an Iveo member, obviously. We're starting this whole world tour today. There's 50 legs. So for the next 50 weeks, either Saturday afternoon, evening my time, or Sunday morning my time, we are going to hit those flights. 50 of them. And I hope you guys enjoy it. It's long flights, some of them, so you might not want to sit the whole time and watch the stream. You're free to come and go as you wish, but I will put it up for the record. I think it would be something for, nice to keep for posterity. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, I request for 2 years, let's start this freaking world tour, I said. But at the end, Mr. Nico started it. We are going to be so happy to fly that legs.
I'm glad, Hakan. Sounds good.
Every day one leg. What is the plan?
No, one leg per week, Hakan. There's 50 of them. So we'll be finished by the end of the week. End of the year.
50 legs.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, what we need to do, let's say to participants, in order to start to
motivate.
Do we need to register somewhere to
No,
ourselves?
you just need to be an Iveo member, and then you go to the World Tour. We'll show you guys. You go to the World Tour page, and then you need to follow all the guidelines. And when you're done, you can just file the leg. They do it per leg.
Okay, I know I have a couple of medals from World Tours of IVAO. Just I wanted to ask to inform the participants who may be thinking join about the World Tour of R.
That's fine. That's fine. We'll
I couldn't speak.
Don't worry. Thanks, Hakan. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys later. I need to go now. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks for watching. We'll talk soon. Bye-bye.
Drive safely, Nico.
Bye.
Yes, sir. Will do. Bye, Paul. Bye, everybody.
Bye.